What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Celio's Network. Today we're looking at the newly revealed REGIDRAGO V-Star that will be coming out in the Sword and Shield Silver Tempest set later this year. We'll also be looking at some early drafts of deck lists on how players might want to use REGIDRAGO V-Star, courtesy of community members. I asked on my Twitter if anybody had some early ideas for lists. So we'll be featuring some of those today. Not all of them, but thank you to everyone who did reply with lists. And if you'd like to be involved when I'm asking for community interaction for my videos, please follow me on Twitter and join the Celios Network Discord so you are able to take advantage of all of those opportunities. Before we get into the video, shout out to my sponsors, Dragon Shield Sleeves, PotownStore.com, CardTrooperGames.com, Beast Coast Pokemon, and PokemonCard.io. Definitely subscribe to Beast Coast Pokemon. We just announced that we signed Wolfie, one of the most amazing VGC players and VGC content creators. He's part of the Beast Coast Pokemon team now, so go over to our YouTube channel and give us a sub. Also, subscribe to this channel for daily Pokemon TCG content. Leave a like and a comment. Now, let's talk about the new REGIDRAGO V-Star. Also, shout out PokeBeach.com for these translations that we'll be using. So REGIDRAGO V has the Heavenly Scream attack. For colorless energy, discard 3 cards from the top of your deck and attach all energy discard in this way to this Pokemon. And then Dragon Laser, Grass, Fire to do 130, and then 30 to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. Nothing too crazy. Heavenly Scream is a bit of a funny attack name because the Reggies have all of those wacky sounds they make in the anime, and I don't think it sounds heavenly. REGIDRAGO V-Star, though, that's going to be the main focus here. We want to evolve up into REGIDRAGO V-Star, 280 HP, Dragon type, so it does not have weakness. And it has 1 attack, Dragon Dream. Grass, Fire. Choose the attack of a Dragon-type Pokemon in your discard pile and use it as this attack. This is going to be a really fun card to play with, guys. And then it has the V-Star power ability, Legacy Star. Once during your turn, you may discard 7 cards from the top of your deck. Then you may choose up to 2 cards from your discard pile and put them into your hand. Really awesome and flavorful attack and ability here on the REGIDRAGO V-Star. I'm super happy that even though this is the final Sword and Shield main expansion before we get into Scarlet and Violet, they are introducing some really cool cards, but I don't think any of them are like broken tier, but they're still putting a lot of thought into the design of these. I think even more thought than they were putting in early in the Sword and Shield expansion. So I'm pretty excited about REGIDRAGO V-Star. A couple more new cards though we have to take a quick look at here. We've got a new Dragonite, and we'll be looking at this for its Energy Hurricane attack. Water, Lightning, colorless to do 180, and search your deck for up to 3 basic energy cards and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. Note that because of our REGIDRAGO V-Star getting to copy any dragon attacks from the discard, that every dragon Pokemon now needs to be reevaluated under this perspective. So Energy Hurricane, we could just discard this Dragonite and then copy its attack with the new REGIDRAGO V-Star. And then the last new card translated, Lance, is a supporter card that says search your deck for up to 3 dragon Pokemon and put them into your hand. I don't think Lance is that great, but it's also not bad. Maybe we just need another dragon support Pokemon or 2, and it would be great, you know, if it could fetch something like a Crobat V or even like a Lumineon V for the next turn. So any dragon Pokemon with that kind of effect would be superb for the playability of Lance. But let's take a look at some deck lists now that are early drafts from the community. This one coming from Jake Gearhart. So this is a Lost Zone REGIDRAGO deck using the Comfy Chorus engine and then Mirage Gate to accelerate energy onto the board, onto your REGIDRAGO V-Star specifically. so that you can then choose from your discard. Do you want to copy Hisui and Gudra V-Star's Rolling Iron? Do you want to copy Giratina V-Star's Lost Impact or Star Requiem? Or do you want to copy Garchomp V's Sonic Strike? Or even the brand new Dragon Knight's attack that'll do 180 and accelerate 3 energy from your deck to your Pokemon in any way you like? With a couple of backup attackers thrown in there, Radiant Charizard and Cramorant, this looks like a very sound idea for the new Regidrago V-Star, combining it with the Lost Zone engine as a way to draw cards and accelerate energy to this new Dragon type V-Star. So these are some of the cards Jake has featured in the list. Looking at that Garchomp V, because it hasn't really been used in any sort of competitive play. The Sonic Strike attack for water fighting, fighting colorless. Discard 3 energy from this Pokemon, and this attack does 220 to one of your opponent's Pokemon. So you could do it to active or bench. Now, again, the Regidrago just needs its attack cost. It doesn't care about the attack cost of what it's copying, but it will still need to discard 3 energy if it chooses to copy Garchomp V. And then, of course, Giratina V-Star. This even goes better with Regidrago V-Star, since Jake has decided to use the Lost Zone engine here, so you can get up to that Star Requiem being your V-Star power of the game if you choose. And Lost Impact, even if you're not going to use Star Requiem, Lost Impact does just a ton of damage, so it's really good. And then Hisui and Gudra Rolling Iron, I really like this toolbox approach of being able to use either the super powerful attack, Lost Impact, to do 280, or the more moderately damaged Rolling Iron, doing 200, but then taking 80 less damage from attacks. I really like those options. And then, of course, this is kind of the engine of this deck list here, the Comfey, the Colress, and the Mirage Gate. Next, this one comes from Professor Poke on Twitter. This is kind of a reimagination of the old Mewtwo tag team Welder decks. Mewtwo box with Welder, but here we have Gardenia's Vigor instead, but still using those same tech attackers that Jake chose with his list. Giratina V-Star, Garchomp V, Hisui and Gudra V-Star, and the new Dragonite, but also adding in Duraludon VMAX and Zygarde, which that Zygarde saw very short experimentation, I believe, in the Regidrago deck back in Evolving Skies. But yeah, let's take a closer look at the cards that Professor Poke has chosen for this list here. So Gardenia, you draw 2 cards, and then if you drew any cards in this way, you attach up to 2 grass energies from from your hand to one of your bench Pokemon. So this is going to be able to power up the Regidrago V-Star for its grass energy cost, and gets you some energy acceleration that way, since it does need 3 energy to attack, but you want to be attacking turn 2. So all of these Regidrago decks are likely going to have some sort of way to cheat energy into play, such as Gardenia or the Lost Zone engine that Jake chose. Then we have Duraludon VMAX, giving us another attack in the discard that we can choose from to copy with Regidrago. The Gmax Pulverization attack doing 220 and going through all effects. It's a shred type attack, but also doing a considerable amount of damage. And lastly here is the Zygarde with Judgment Surge. It does 40 to one of your opponent's Pokemon for each prize card your opponent has taken. So if they've taken 4 prize cards, you can choose to 160 snipe something. If they've taken 5 prize cards, you could choose to 240 snipe something. So it is kind of similar to the Garchomp V. So I wonder if you need both Garchomp and the Zygarde in the deck. But sure, this is very, very early drafts, just some people throwing out ideas here. So nothing set in stone, even close yet. We haven't even seen the full list for Silver Tempest yet. So those are some preliminary ideas for Regidrago V-Star and Dragon Pokemon that it can be paired with, and also a little bit of a review on Regidrago V-Star. So let me know what you think. Are there other Dragon Pokemon, other ways to play Regidrago V-Star? What do you think about this card and the overall design of these cards in the final Sword and Shield set? Let me know all that in the comments down below. And like I said, don't forget to follow me on Twitter and also join the Discord. Links for all of that in the description down below. And I'll see you next time here on Celio's Network.